the problem here is that she's neglecting it, and stop me if I'm wrong, because she's being consumed with those hurt feelings which come from those thoughts of
Yeah.
That's it.
Mhm.
her not being the goddess of your eye.
Not that. It's when I paint certain things in my head that haven't even happened, but from past experiences, like I live in the past, I live in my head, I live in what could happen in the future. I most of the time I don't live in the now, in the present. So I'm always in my head thinking about certain things. So when I start thinking about certain things, then yeah, then I just stop being inconsistent with what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm working on my mind.
Great job, baby. Thank you for articulating. You're doing very good. I appreciate you. And let's just put it out there. So past experiences, I wasn't who I was today. I used to be a P. And when I was a P, she was my best friend. She wasn't with me. And then she ended up moving out here. So I used to put other girls before her because I wasn't looking at her like my woman. She wasn't my woman. She was my best friend. So those past experiences, and then at certain times, shit, I just wasn't, I'm not a perfect dude, you know. Sometimes you might meet a new woman and you might not know how to balance the time. And she might feel like she was alone. However, it hasn't been like that for at least 4 years. It's been always putting her on the pedestal and always making her feel reassured, always representing the way I need to represent with her. And I just feel like she holds on to that fear of being like, well, is a woman gonna come in here? Because we kind of have those problems with Z.
I got you.
So
I
go
know
ahead.
exactly what's going on here. I know exactly what's going on here. TKO, you're an awesome person. You have a really good heart. Uh, but I have to tell you this: you're trying to be in a relationship with your friend, and Armani is just supposed to be your friend. I just looked at you guys' chart here. She's supposed to be your friend,
Why you
and
say that?
the thing
Break that
is,
down.
I'm saying this because you have uh, it's a business relationship. That's the kind of relationship you have. You have a lot of house, you have a lot of 11th house, a lot of second house, which is you're supposed to accumulate money together. This is supposed to be your friend, and you're making your friend your wife, and that's the issue here because you're only doing that because you want her to feel special, and you don't want to make her feel abandoned, and you want her to know that you care about her, but it's just putting the wrong puzzle piece in the wrong place. Simply put, you're better off as friends. And I think you both know that.
All right. So look, I'm gonna say this. I don't say I disagree. I can't say I always agree. If you be in a world to where you meet a million people and a million people are just bogus and ain't right for you, but you meet that one person that's just been loyal, that's been by your side, that loves you no matter what, unconditionally, that's so hard to find. And we both do that to each other. We love each other unconditionally. We are loyal to each other.
That's what
So,
friends do. That's what friends do.
but that's rare. That's rare. I haven't found it
Well,
in nobody ever.
you found a friend and you potentially found another one. Um, but what you're looking for in a romantic relationship is not what Armani can offer you. You guys have a business relationship. I can show you the details.
All right,
I can
show
actually
us.
show you.
Go ahead.
Okay. Um, TKO's Venus is on Armani's second house. That Venus is how you love. Second house is all about money. So you guys, she helps you make money. That's she's always been your cash. Your relationship has been based on, and I think that you got so comfortable and safe with her, you just made her your woman. But the truth is, like you said in the beginning, she was your friend, and
Well,
that's how.
okay. Well, let me add to that. I have to disagree with you because I sheltered her. I pushed her away. When she wanted to make money, when she wanted to strip, I was pissed, and that's what a lot of people don't know. They don't know because I was looking at her like my little. I mean, she hates when I say this. Well, I was looking at her like my little sister. I needed to protect her. So one day I was in Oklahoma City and I was driving down the street and she was coming out the stripper place where you buy stripper clothes and shit. I didn't understand why because I'm like I'm out here doing my shit with these women that's a part of this lifestyle. You don't need to be doing this. You a square. You working at Hertz Rental Car Company. You're a good girl. This lifestyle ain't for you. You know. So it's not that she's always been my money. She just always been loyal and a good woman. It's hard to find. She's really a good woman.
She's a friend. She's a good friend.
She's a good woman. It doesn't remove the fact that she's a woman and she's a good woman and it's rare.
Yeah, yeah, that's okay, but that doesn't mean that she has to be your wife. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
It's okay to admire somebody, but sometimes it's not what you need on a romantic level. On a romantic level, you're not getting what you need. Is that true?
um in ways, in ways. But I put her in the box. I want her to I want her to respond back and tell you how she feels. How do you feel about what he's saying, Armani? Do you agree or do you disagree?
Um, I can agree to a certain extent. Um, yeah, I can agree.
If
Someone
you
said something in the chat. They said that you feel like you owe her for that loyalty, and you owe her uh for what she's done for you. Like you said, 14 years.
that dude, like she too loyal. So I feel like I don't ever want to turn my back up on her. I don't ever want to hurt her. I don't ever
Right,
want to make her feel like she don't have nobody. She
right.
lost all the men. If her father wasn't there for her, her brother committed suicide, and I've been the only man in her life. And if I leave her, I just want her just to love herself and things of that nature. I love her. However, we do get in. I do feel like I'm alone in the relationship a lot. I do
Right.
feel like I'm rejected a lot because she's dealing with her own personal issues that she hasn't healed from, and it does make me feel, it does make me feel like I'm on this shit alone by myself. However, I feel like it's still. I mean, maybe the hopeful, optimistic side of me makes me feel like it can still work out. I feel like she can come into herself, and maybe she can come in herself without being around me. Maybe she can come in herself standing on her own. I don't know because she hasn't been able to do it yet. So, like I say, when it comes to her, it's not really about me. It's about her. I
Right.
want her to be happy.
Right.
Fuck me, fuck everything that we stand for right now, and focus on you because I feel like if she gets happy, she can find exactly what the universe wants to give her. And that's just the love part of me.
All right.
Even though,
So
go ahead.
here's my suggestion. Um, because I don't want to make this repetitive. You should
Yeah.
get her her own place, and you guys should be friends. You should be in each other's life, and you should protect her from that place. And she should stop trying to be romantic and being the woman that you want her to be romantically, and just be herself, and see what happens from there. That's what I'm going to that's what I'm going to that's what I'm going to request from you guys. That Armani starts to give her space, support her from a distance,
But let me say
and
this real quick. I think
yeah,
people still, like they still, it's a double standard. And unfortunately, with the double standard, y'all not able to grow from what me and Armani is going through because you're looking at it like, damn, Armani, you need to let her go grow. You're stopping her grow. Armani could never stop me from growing unless I stop myself. I could never stop Armani from growing unless she stops herself. We got to make people accountable. And feeling sorry for somebody is not how you help somebody. Being honest with somebody and saying, "Hey, this is what you need to do." It's not me to stopping her; it's her to stopping her.
Right. And I think it's both of you. I think you're both enabling you're both enabling the stagnancy of both of your growths because you're not growing with her either. You're making moves, but you're not growing as well. So I think it's you're both enabling it. You know, you both have to stop at the same time. You both have to let go and be friends and give each other space to grow just a little bit and then have that boundary. But once you involve sex and things and you say certain things to people, it kind of it makes things messy. So now you have to heal from that. And it's going to take space.
I agree. I agree. It could be that. It could be that. You know. However, one thing about me is if if that's I know my woman. I know my woman more than anyone. You know, and if she, I would never put her in a space to where it's too much for her to handle. I would never push her away, no matter what. It'd be me and her against the world. And I'm loyal to. I mean, not loyal to a fault. I'm not gonna stop saying that. It's just that I guess I don't practice what I preach because I guess I do kind of like love her more than myself. Because even I have been being hindered, but at the same time, I I can't see myself going through this lifetime with letting her go out there, and try to, now if that's what she wanted to do, then I would support that, of course, because I want her to be happy.
Do you feel
But
that she's incapable? Do you feel that she's incapable of?
nah, I don't feel like she's incapable. I feel like she can do anything she put her mind to. But that's
Well,
the problem.
She did it. She did it when you were in jail.
No, she didn't. See, people don't know that story, but I'm not going to put it out there.
I really didn't. He helped me from the inside. I was
Right,
going
right.
through it out here.
That out there, baby. I don't want them to know. We'll just keep it like
Oh.
that.
Okay,
We'll just keep.
so wait, this is an important key that we need to understand here. Um, so there's a dependency going on here. You're kind of like a father figure in a way where you support her, but is that handicapping her?
It's two. It's yes. It's yes and no. Um, because I I'm so knowledgeable. I got so much wisdom. So if you have a man that has a lot of wisdom and knowledge to give you, it can't handicap you. It can only help you. However, um, when she just now said an hour ago that she's afraid to be herself, to be a certain type of way because it won't me be we won't be together, then that is hindering her. So that's why I have to say yes and no. It can help her and it can hinder her. And
TKO, I want to say this. I want to say that I have so much respect for you. You are so mature to come outside of your own emotions, and I know this is hard for you right now. And we can see in your face how much this is, you're tied to this, but you're still able to be so honest and see outside of your own feelings and give both points of view when some people would be super subjective. So I just want to give you your
appreciate that.
praise for that. And that's powerful. That's powerful.
Appreciate, thank you, Katrina.
Very mature.
So it's kind of like a catch 22. It's like damn. It's like I want the best for her, but at the same time I don't want her to. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want us to
You
be
don't
out
want
each other.
anything to happen to her. You're
Yeah,
protective of her.
right.
Yeah.
Cause
I think that's the same for me too. Like I don't ever not want to be out of your life, but I want the best for you. So maybe that's what Dr. Bishop is saying. Friends. Like, cause I'm always gonna be your friend, no matter what.
Yeah. With friends, you can still be in her life. You can protect her. You can make sure she's okay. If she needs you, you can help her make money, give her money, make sure her bills are paid. I mean, that's what fathers do to their daughters when they let go.
right. Well, I put more respect on my woman's name than a daughter. I would never call her. Like see
No,
a daughter,
I'm
she
just saying in a protective way.
Right.
You know, a father loves his daughter, doesn't want his daughter to. I'm not saying it like that with you guys, but I'm saying at the time when he has to let go and she has to be out there on her own, it's the same feeling of a protective energy that, you're letting the training wheels go and she's riding a bike, you know, and you worry about her. You can just support her in every way.
So let me ask this question. Armani, do you think you're incapable of being who you need to be for our relationship? Not who you need to be for me, but for our relationship? Or do you think that you are capable, but you just don't apply yourself?
Um, I know that I am capable. Um, I don't want to say this on live. So I am capable. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Okay.
just want to say this, that you just brought her back into the relationship. We just went backwards. We were
But we
saying that she's capable,
we're never without a relationship, so we ain't gonna say that. We ain't gonna put that. We ain't gonna push that
but
narrative out there.
what kind of a relationship? Because in a friendship, she can definitely be who she is. She's very much capable of being herself without the romantic ties. She will naturally be who she is outside of that.
I'm surprised y'all didn't boot the fuck out of Yetta. She always wants some motherfucking clout. Get her bitch ass out here. She always want to come to any woman that's anytime I hate when bitches prey
I
on the
know.
next female. Like
Mm-hmm.
they want to prey. Oh, I can catch you at a vulnerable state. Oh, you want to come
Mm-hmm.
to my house, bitch? You want a friend? She was just now clowning her and disrespecting her. You don't get your ass so far, so
But I
I'll
told you
put
that's
down
the
your
same. It's the same thing she did the
like.
last time.
If
Yeah, that's
Armani's your
weird.
friend,
Don't do that.
if Armani's your friend, she would never do that. She would
Yeah,
never do.
but
She's
it just
loyal to you.
amazes me that
You,
people can
but
come in here and try
even
to play in our face. Like, don't do that. You just because you disrespecting Armani, you ain't never show respect to Armani, and now all of a sudden that we're being public and speaking to Dr. Bishop. Now you want to come in? Oh, you want to stay at my place? Come on, that's
Well,
fake.
you know what? Yetta, whoever Yetta is, she doesn't deserve the attention she's getting right now.
You're right. You're right.
Because
You're
we're
right.
promoting her at this point. We don't even know. I don't even
Right.
know who that is. But at this point, we're promoting her, and she does not deserve that attention. Obviously.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
it's the glasses and the witch hat for me.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
not. It's
You guys
not.
like my hat? You guys like my hat?
Yeah. Nah, but all jokes aside, I think I mean if people don't miss the message, I think a lot of people are getting it. There's very few that's missing the message right now. This is really a deeper message that can really help a lot of people right now, and they seeing our life publicly. They seeing us go through the process. So don't get me wrong, since we're doing it publicly, it's open to a lot of spectating. But this is just true. I know a lot of people like to paint us to be something, or they wanted to be like, oh, Capone, stop doing poly and you're gonna work. And they don't know that I already stopped doing poly at a time and it didn't work. You know, but go ahead. My bad. I can't take over your show, Dr. Bishop.
Right. No, no, it's not my show. It's ours. Um, I just want to ask some things to Korea now.
Okay. Let me put her in the
Korea,
big.
I just want to say you've been very patient, very mature of you. You sat there. I think everybody should show love right now and let's give reverence to Korea because she's been very patient. She's sat here and listened and supported you. And, everybody show her love at this point. We appreciate you being so patient and sitting there.
Thank
Very,
you.
very mature of you. My question to you now is, how does all of this make you feel? What's your thoughts
To be
about
honest, I
this?
gotta be
About
honest.
about
I've been a little uncomfortable, as you can tell, because I'm over here stuttering. Um, this is deep. Uh, yeah, it's deep. A little emotional for me. Just to see them be so honest and transparent. But I actually like that. I think that's good between them. But it's a lot,
what do
to
you
be
feel?
honest.
What do you feel When you say it's a lot, do you mean it's a lot for you to take
Let me
in?
let me say
For
this
you,
real quick. I'm gonna say this. I feel like, because this has been the problem in our past relationships, and correct me if I'm wrong.
Mhm.
I feel like it's a lot for her because she feels like she's coming in between what
Mhm.
me and Armani got.
Mhm.
Wrong or right?
No, that's correct.
Huh?
all right. So let me ask you this, Korea. Do you think that they should be friends? That, like I recommended, that would help the relationship between them. What is your opinion? Do you think that would be a good choice, given the information that's been given?
Yes, to be
Okay, so
honest.
if you feel that, then why would that bother you when it's actually creating
Because
space
I
for you?
understand like Armani's position as a woman, like it's hard to let go, and the love, you can clearly tell that they love each other, like the love is there, so it's like really really hard to like kind of let go of that. I've been in that predicament, but yeah, I
Is it
just
is it is it
understand
is
her.
it is it your fault that they crossed the lines of their friendship?
No, no, no.
Okay, so what you're
I don't
experiencing
I
here,
don't think it's I
what
don't
we're
think it's
experiencing here,
my fault, but to hear her say in the beginning like how she sees that we're like compatible, we have a lot in common, like that, like I don't mm, it doesn't make me feel good, even though I guess it's a positive thing, but it's like, you know,
And why doesn't it not make you feel good, babe? Listen to me,
because
baby.
she's in the
I,
she has
and
a
it's exactly what I
relationship.
said, bro. But she's fighting against it. Sometimes I have to do that with her. I got to break down stuff as for her to finally get what I was saying at the beginning. Why does that make you feel a way that you're compatible for me, and she's not compatible in certain ways that you are? Why does that make you feel like that?
Because they bonded. Because they
yeah, and I do,
bonded.
yeah, I like Armani a lot. Off top, off rip.
You
I
bonded
mean,
them.
Stop giving her escape, Dr. Bishop. I need her to
I'm
answer
not,
this.
it's not an escape. It's not an escape, but it's, you got to understand, like, that's difficult. Like, because if I place myself in her position and to, like, know that, like, that's deep.
They
That's
So
deep.
bonded,
why?
and
Why does it make you feel uncomfortable? Why does it make you feel uncomfortable?
because she's connected to it.
Man, I want to hear her speak. I want to hear
Okay,
her
I'm
speak.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank
Why does it make me feel uncomfortable? Um, so I don't want to, which I know that I'm not the reason that y'all crossed the friendship, if that's, however y'all want to put it. But like, I don't want to be like the reason. I don't want to make no other woman feel any other type of way. Like, I don't want to be the reason.
you.
Like,
I said this, baby. I said this from the beginning. I said that's why.
If I'm not if I'm not correct here, Armani did say that you have nothing to do with it. Did you hear her when
she
she
did.
said that?
She
But she's
did.
saying that because she knows about my past relationship, so she don't want to be the reason why me and you discontinue. So she feels the needs that she has to, like, I know Armani, like I know Armani, and she knows that I've met other good women that she felt threatened because those women had certain qualities. But I've also taught her that what Armani brings to the table, no woman can compare. What Armani brings and what she does is it's the 80-20 law. She looks at, I ain't gonna say the small things in career, but I'm just saying in the past, she looked at the small things that like a woman might be more outspoken, more bubbly. We might be more affectionate than her, and she see me more laughing with her because that's her personality of that of the other person, and she'd be like, "Well, let me be like that," but that's not her. So she finds herself trying to operate to be like somebody else, and then she's really not happy because now she's exhausting herself. When I'm letting her know, like, no, who you are, Armani, when it comes to you and your loyal and sweetness and the way you do certain things, that's you. Be that. You don't got to change that. When it comes to Polly, different. I want different. Different people playing their positions. Yeah, it's all about different positions. So I just believe that the reason why Armani spoke up and said what she said, whether if she denied or not, I feel like she don't want to be the reason why I don't work out with somebody. So it's like they're both doing the same thing without them even knowing this is the reason why.
Right.
I've already been.
I think Korea is just being compassionate. I think she's just being compassionate and empathetic. It's not that she doesn't want to be with you. It's that she's just feeling a little uncomfortable. She's on the spotlight in between all of this, and she wants her mind to know I had no intentions of hurting you or being a part of anything that might hurt you. And she's being and just empathetic and compassionate and letting Armani know that. And I think that that's necessary, and that should be worshipped and praised for Korea to even have that. That says a lot about Korea.
Yeah, because I
She's smart.
genuinely liked Armani from the jump. Like I even like I don't know, something about her spirit. She has just a calming spirit about her that kind of like drawn me to her. You know what I'm saying? And she's just been real sweet. So I definitely wanted to like get to know her genuinely because like she seems like somebody I'd like as a girlfriend, but as a girlfriend.
As a friend, as a friend.
As
Yeah,
a friend,
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
And you
Mhm.
guys are going to be friends because she's his friend for life. And it's just that they just need time away to grow past the romantic part of the relationship and then come back together respectfully, being friends.
Mhm.
It's the quietest for me. What's going on?
You guys are awesome. You guys are so awesome.
So what do you feel? 'Cause you still haven't broke down the charts with me and Armani's compatibility.
Okay,
You
so
didn't.
with you and Armani, what I'm seeing here is that you guys are business partners. You guys, you guys are literally meant to be in business together. You know, so Armani wants to see you win, regardless. That's the thing. Armani believes in you. She's your partner in crime as far as a friend. Romantically, it will never work. I'm looking at the chart right here. Your Venus is in her second house. Let's read that. You want to look that up? Venus in second house.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Read
You
what
want
that
me?
means.
No, you
Yeah. Go
guys
ahead.
read it. You read.
Why my admins ain't doing nothing. I got a lot
Try
of.
not to pay attention to that. You're the star.
Nah, Nature Boy taught me to look at the comments. So
My God, crazy.
all
All
right.
right.
All right. Let me
So
read it.
second, Venus in the second house, synastry.
It's in the second house synastry. Venus in the second house synastry. Venus, second house synastry. All right. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let me put myself in the big box. There's a lot of people in here for this show tonight. Hold on. Let me see. Where's the flip at? Okay. All right. So look, which one? Which one do I
Um,
read?
let's read the star. Yeah, go to the star one. The star.
The
Scroll down a
star.
little bit. Star scope
I,
today.
I got it. I got it right. Oh, I can't get on there. You always want me to go to these forbidden ones.
I can text it to you, but let's go
All
to
right.
the next one. Astrology school. Oh, astrology school's not gonna let you in.
No. The top one always let me in though.
Okay, what site is that one?
Hold on. No. No, that's astrology school. Never mind.
You
Venus
might
in the
want to do
second
this on your other
house.
cell phone. You might want to
And
do
I'm
this
not
on your
getting
other
none of
cell
these.
phone. Yeah, you might
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
do it.
But yeah, send it to the opposite cell phone that you did because I switched the phone. I'm on
No,
the
you
other
guys,
one.
you just search it on the phone.
Oh, okay. You're right. Venus in the second house. Yeah. All right, here I
Yeah.
go. So
Yeah. Go to the Star Scope Today one,
here we go. We just now went to the turn.
and then make sure you go to the second house.
All right, it says Venus in the second. All right, go to the second house, right?
Yeah.
All right, so the second house represents finances, material possessions, values, and natural talent. You, and speaking on me, you may derive great, you may derive great joy and satisfaction from spoiling your partner. Your partner's love of money, or you feel the desire to raise his/her self-esteem. Your compliments are not only directed at their looks, but also at their inner qualities. Now, is this me to her or her to me?
This is going to be you. Hold on here. You're the Venus person. You're the Venus person,
Because
and
that's how
she's
I
the
am.
second house. Yeah, she's the second house person.
So what I'm reading is I'm reading how she is with me, right?
No. Hold on real quick. Let me check that.
They don't line up. Everything that it's saying, that's how I am with her.
That's how it's supposed to be. Then it's either or. It's either or.
Okay. All right. It is very important that you make your partner feel good about him or herself. You may teach your partner how to become more financially savvy and may even attract wealth to your partner. Since Venus is the natural rule, yeah, this is all me to her.
Yeah, this is you. Keep reading. Yep, this
Okay.
is you.
Uh, the two of you tend to value the same things in life because the second house represents material assets. You may see your partner as a possession or an object. Beware of objecting your partner or treating them like you own them.
There it
Indeed,
is.
you
There
may,
it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is.
hold on, but she's not nothing like me. We both don't see life in the same way as far as material. She don't care about
No,
material.
no, no. As far as friendship, yeah. But read it again. That's it right there.
Beware of
Because when Venus is in a second house, it's about possession. It's about material gain, and Armani is somewhat of a possession to you.
are you trying? Is that a question? Are you telling
Yeah,
me
you
that?
got you know the way you are in a relationship is as if she's a possession, like your car and your house and your clothes. You even dress her up like you. It's as if she's a possession and like you own it.
No, I wouldn't say that. I would say something that's like I'm a builder up of my woman. I think you should always build your
Right?
queen.
No, it's not a bad thing. It's just how it plays out.
All right. So look, and that's any woman I'm with. I feel like as a man, that's our job is to help our women mentally, emotionally, and physically. It's qualities of leadership. I wouldn't say it's a possession though. I think a possession is something that you say is yours and can't nobody have. When it comes to her, I want her to have her own identity. So that's why I don't think it's anything like a possession. I feel more empowered by her being empowered. And the only way that she can be empowered is if she empowers herself.
Read the last sentence. Read the last sentence there.
Uh, Indeed, you may tend to see your partner as a resource and believe that she should share the finances and assets with you.
Yeah, so it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's because this is how you love. And when your Venus is in someone's, okay,
This
go
is
ahead.
new to her. Let me explain that because there's a lot of like while she had, like she a lot of things happened and transpired to where she couldn't do anything financially. And it's been me and I've been loving it. I've been loving to be able to take care of her. So it's not that I just want her to be fulfilled. I want her just to be empowered, whether that's with me or not with me. I just want her to stand as a woman. I want to see. I mean, she is a woman. No, like she's a woman, but at the same time, I want her to have her own identity. I want her mind to be off of me and more into herself. The things that
Okay,
she may.
now watch this. Now watch this. Now read the part about her. Watch this. Read it for her, your
Your
partner.
partner.
Yeah, read
Your,
that.
you feel your self-esteem and self-worth increase when you're around your partner. They
See,
give you
her self-esteem is coming from being around you.
okay, okay. You feel I'm gonna put her in a big box so she can reply back to that. I don't want to talk for her. So I'm gonna read it though. It says you feel
Hold on,
yourself.
it's a lot of static coming from your
It's a
phone.
rattle. You need to move your phone again.
All right, cool. But what about now?
It's good now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
All right. All right. So you feel your self-esteem and self-worth increase when you are around your partner. They give you plenty of compliments, which make you feel good about yourself. They see a beauty in you that you may not even see in yourself. Your partner may tend to spend a lot of money on you, which is great for you. You gain a greater appreciation of financial security because of your partner. You
Now, is
feel
that
the
not true?
desire.
Is that not true?
Not I don't think the last part is, but I think the first part. But let her speak on it. Go ahead, baby. What you
Yeah,
think?
No, no, no.
I
You
think that
gotta finish this. I just, I just want to say that it says your partner may tend to spend a lot of money on you, which is great for you. This is all true.
Yeah, yeah. I spend a lot of money on her.
Okay, read the rest.
All right, cool. They see beauty in you that you may not even see in yourself. Your partner may tend to spend a lot of money on you, which is great for you. You gain a greater appreciation of financial security because of your partner. You feel the desire to develop your natural skills and talents due to your partner's encouragement. That's been the problem,
mhm.
though. On the downside, your partner may see you as a resource and may assume that your money, assets, and skills should be shared. Your partner may see you as someone who is at their disposal. Nah, that's not. It's some things that's up in there that's right, but like nah,
Now keep reading, keep reading, keep reading.
which can make you feel very used. If your partner's Venus makes negative aspects to planets in your charts, you may feel that you are treated as a possession or object of his rather than an actual human being. The two of you have similar tastes and personal values. That's not true, but I'm gonna let
Okay,
her.
hey, let me ask Armani this. Armani, I want you to be totally honest, and maybe you like this. Have you ever felt that you were being treated as an object or a possession of TKOs?
No.
Okay, just asking a question.
The people want you to, though. They want her to feel like that, and they
I
feel
know,
like
I
you're not
just
gonna have your
seen
own.
they said
They
she
feel
gonna
like
say no.
they feel like you're a robot because you're not giving them the answer that the people want. They want you to feel
Oh,
like.
well, TKO, it's not an attack on you when she
Mhm.
says it out of her own mouth that she's not able to be herself because she's caught up with the idea of being the woman you want, and that basically makes her a possession because if she's not being who she's supposed to be or being
Hold on,
who she is,
hold on,
right?
hold on, hold on. Let me
Okay.
say this. I gotta control the narrative. She never said that. You said that. So we got to be very
No,
careful. Hold on. Let me say this. She never said that she's caught up with being the woman that I want because I keep telling you, and she keeps on telling you that that's the problem. What I want from her, she's not giving me. That's the
right, but
problem.
in her I'm talking about from her perspective in her mind. She wants to be the goddess of your eye, and she's obsessed with being that for you and threatened or feels threatened by anybody that might come to take that position when she's been trying so hard to be that for you.
But
And
she has.
so therefore,
I'm trying to explain you. I'm trying to explain, and maybe if she was more expressive, she can explain it.
Well,
I'd rather
okay,
her.
I can explain. I wasn't gonna cut you off, but I can
Go ahead.
explain it.
Go ahead.
So I haven't been trying to be the woman for him because I'm not working on myself. When I work on myself, then I'm that's when I am me. That's when I am the person that I want to be. But when I get inconsistent with everything, then everything just falls.
right, Armani,
So
what I'm saying to you, what I'm saying to you is there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing to fix.
Yes, it is.
No, 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 no,
You
no, no,
you see
no, no,
me
no,
on
no,
here.
no,
This is not
Armani,
how I am in my personal life.
Armani, Armani,
Hold on,
Armani.
Nature Boy, because I see what you're
I'm
doing,
not
Nature
Nature
Boy.
Boy. I'm not
Hold on,
Nature Boy.
Dr. Bishop, I
All
get
right.
what you're doing, and I see what you're doing, and I know why you're doing what you're doing. However, when it comes down to me and her relationship, you it sounds good because we know Armani is love, and anything that's spoken good for Armani, everybody gonna be like, yeah, and they're gonna miss the point. So it's all about education. So I want to make sure that we're not cheering up something, and we're coming with the truth of something. When somebody has certain things, like we all have certain issues, I have certain things that I'm changing about myself. Dr. Bishop has certain things that he's changing about himself. So we're not going to say that we don't need to work on ourselves and change things about us. That's creating a narrative to make people say, "Oh no, you're perfect the way you are." That's not true. I'm not perfect the way I am. We got to work on. We should strive on perfection every day, and we should teach that to the people, no matter what.
Okay.
Now,
I guess what I'm saying. I guess
go
what I'm
ahead.
saying. What I'm saying to her is that she's being too critical of herself, and
Okay, so
that
you
if
can say that.
if if she was to just accept herself how she is, flaws and all, she can start to grow.
Right,
Not trying to
right,
not
Well,
trying to read, not trying to meditate. All of those things there are being done as to what someone else wants you to do, rather than, and she says she would want to do those things, but she's motivated to do those things because she wants to be who you want her to be. Or I'm sorry, not who you want her to be, but what she wants to be, who you desire, rather than being herself.
right.
And I'm telling
Do you-
her she's good enough, and the idea that there's nothing about you that needs to change. When I say that, I mean the essence of who you are, it needs to be valued first. Before we go making any changes, we need to have acceptance.
hmm,
We have to accept ourselves for who we are in essence before we start perfecting anything. We have to figure out who we are first.
I
Be
I,
that
I
first,
can agree with
then
that.
start fixing. Be that first, then start fixing things.
Hey, Leah, don't
Yeah, but
disrespect
we've been trying to
me.
do this
Don't
for the
assume.
past.
Don't assume. I don't
Okay.
give a fuck. Hey, my admins, I don't give a fuck if I'm cool with somebody, but we ain't gonna paint no scenarios up in here. And I'm gonna start getting rid of admins because I don't know why the fuck y'all be letting shit slide and shit. Niggas is getting too comfortable in my motherfucking comments. We ain't gonna do none of that. All right, go ahead, baby.
I don't even remember what I was saying.
Yeah, because they try to paint it in a
Well, you were
different
saying
aspect
we were
of what
trying.
we're
You saying we
doing.
were trying
They,
something. We
they,
were
they,
trying
they try to
something.
they try to reverse the roles. But if Armani was saying everything I was saying, she would be praised for it. But here I go being a man that loves himself more than I love anybody else. I love myself to a point to where somebody wants to be in my life, they're gonna have to change certain things about themselves to be able to be in my loophole. It's more so to the point to where it's like if Armani was saying that, they'd be like, yeah, that's right, girl. If they ain't doing right, if they're not being who they need to be, you either need to leave them or they need to get it together. So, but when I left Armani, it's like, how could you leave Armani? She's been loyal to you. It took you 14. Like it's a double standard. It's just a double standard when it comes to everything dealing with a woman that's loved, which I'm glad that she's loved, but at the same time, it's about standing on the side of the truth. If we really want to help Armani, then we got to be honest with Armani. And
Right,
can nobody hinder your own growth but you,
right.
but
You're
you.
absolutely
And
right.
we
Mhm.
keep,
There's
we
a
keep on
double
putting the
standard.
power. We keep on putting the
There-
power in somebody's hands other than herself. We want
Right.
somebody to blame. We want a bad guy. Like we want to make it like, oh, well, it's his fault. He's holding her back. But that's
No,
not
no, it's
true.
definitely not
But
the fault. No.
nobody
No.
wants to say, wait a minute, what Capone is saying is 100% correct, and he's really holding himself back
Right. No, no.
because
This
Yeah,
is
that's
let's
true.
make that clear right now. No one can make you do anything. Armani's not being held against her will. She's doing what she wants to do, and he has standards. for himself, that he wants
Bingo.
her to meet, or anyone that comes in his life, he wants them to have a certain standard to be around him, and that's just him loving himself. So
Bingo.
he holds her,
Bingo.
to a certain standard, as people do that love
That love
themselves.
themselves. And if she did that, bro, if exactly what you just now said, if she said that, everybody
Right.
would say, yes, Armani. Yes, girl. Finally.
No,
But
it's
I'm
nothing
saying,
wrong with that. I just think that we need to keep reminding people that you're just holding her to your standards, and she's trying to meet those standards when that's not something that she's actually capable of.
I think she's capable of it.
Yeah,
She,
I'm capable of it if I stay consistent in it. Because, like I said, when I'm consistent, I'm good. Yes, I am.
I think
Okay.
That's
she's
not.
capable.
It's not for you. I could tell you that I'm going to be an NBA basketball player. I'm capable of that. But the probabilities of that being true, 14 years.
But we
14
haven't been
years.
in a relationship 14 years. So hold
How
on. I
long
got
have you
all this
been in a
other
relationship,
narrative.
TK?
So we started to be in a relationship as a boyfriend and girlfriend because she's been my best friend for 14 years. All my supporters know that. We started being in a relationship about 6 years ago. But this journey we've been on started when I was in prison. So all this stuff, like this new journey of finding self and having knowledge of self and loving yourself, this is all in the last 4 years, three to
Right, and
4 years.
that's you leveling up, right?
That's me leveling
And
up.
you're leveling up and trying to get her to level up with you when the relationship. You understand what I'm saying? It's some, like I told you, we're in a relationship with someone as a form of transportation to get us from point A to point B. And sometimes we stay in a level of a relationship that we've vibrated higher than.
Right.
You've taken off, and now here is your standard. And you're saying to her, you need to come up here. And she's
Right.
like, I can come up there, but I'm being consumed with the idea of someone else being for you. So at the same time,
Yeah.
she's incapable of doing it because of that. She has to do it on her own.
Bingo. That's it. You said it.
Yeah.
Everything I'm trying to say, you fucking said it. I don't know how Nature Boy's relationships don't be working because no, no, Dr. Bishop, you're cool, bro. Like,
Try
you
to help
actually
him.
said
I try to help him. I try to
no,
help
but
him.
no, you actually said it though. Like you said everything. That's it.
Yeah, you have
However,
standards.
however, if the shoe was on the other foot, it's easier because I got 90% women who watch me. It's easier to watch it from a woman's perspective. So if it was if I went to prison and Armani elevated mentally and emotionally and spiritually, and I'm still hanging out with the fellas, still doing the same old shit that niggas do. And she said, well, you're not coming up to my level. I have a standard now. And if you're not coming up to my standard, even after 14 years of us being best friends, I'm going to leave you. They'd be like, you right, girl. You standing up. So they just seen it from a man, and that's what makes it more different. Like, wait a minute, he got to be gay. How could he leave Armani? Or how could he be like that with her? Just accept her as she is. She's good enough. Like, we want to give her like roses and like she's a beautiful woman. She's loyal, but we want to like make her feel good instead of just giving her shit that's gonna cut. And if it cut, it can get down in there. We can put disinfectant oil up in it, and we can get her cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? Like we shouldn't cover up the issues.
All
We
right,
should.
so let me ask you a question. TKO. Are
Mhm.
you ready to let go? Because it's not serving you anymore on that level.
No, I'm not. To be honest, no.
Okay. Well, whenever you're ready, take your time.
See, that's kind of what the part that I don't understand. If I'm not serving anything in your life anymore,
Mm. No, that's not
then
true.
part of
See,
then okay, hold on.
yeah, don't say
To a
that.
certain extent, okay, so to a certain extent, I do, but in other ways, I do not. So part of your self love, why
Would be letting.
why wouldn't why wouldn't we just
All right. So TKO. Before you answer that, let me say this. There's this analogy that goes, when an airplane is in the sky, it will keep circling in the sky, right?
Mm,
Until the
mm,
landing strip is empty,
mm.
right? And so all of your blessings are on the other side of your fears, which means that your blessings are circling up in the sky like this, ready to land, but your landing strip is not empty.
Hold on, let me
So
see
what's
who up.
for you is on the other
Okay.
side of your fears.
Hey, we about to cut this short. There's a lot of disrespect going on. So I've been trying to give y'all show content and shit like that. And all my administrators is letting a lot of people to slide and say a lot of bullshit. And it's just a lot of disrespect that's going on. You know, we trying to bring y'all some shit. And in my
Right.
room, this is my room. You know that
If you
it's a lot.
you want to give me admin, I can do it too.
Now you shouldn't even have to be kicking nobody. You know, you shouldn't. I
Right.
mean, my administrators should be up on it. You know, they
Right.
should be up. Um,
I feel one thing I've noticed about the chat is that um although it's chaotic and it's not controlled, that you control it when you become vulnerable. I noticed that they start liking you when you're vulnerable. But when you get like defensive or you then they start going harder. But
yeah,
when
I'm
you
now
like
I'm the one
become vulnerable and when you're able to express to them what makes
that-
sense, then they're like, I agree. And so
right.
of course they go through the emotional things as well. And I
But we don't
feel
got to
like
do that. What we doing right now in front of 5,000 people, we don't got to do this, and we doing that. They should sit back and try to get an understanding instead of trying to be critical of what they feel like it is. I feel like that's fair. We
right,
giving them
yeah,
something that's been done before, right here. So,
right.
you know, if you
So
watching
like I was
television,
saying,
not,
that
go ahead.
landing, that all of your blessings are on the other side of your fears. So take your time, however long it takes you, whatever needs
Mhm.
to happen to trigger. This is just a seed.
Right.
But I would say to Korea, hang in there and be a friend and know that people are transitioning and everything doesn't come easy. Things that are valuable
Mhm.
take more substance, whether that's money, whether that's, time. Things that are valuable don't come easy, right? So don't expect things to be easy if you want them to be valuable. If you want to get some Walmart clothes, you go to Walmart, you wash them one time, it shrinks. But you go pay more money for something valuable so it lasts longer. So things that are valuable are resilient. And so your relationship has to be tested. And you're being tested to see if you guys are meant to be, because you test uh, the strength of a relationship by its resilience. So what you have went through and overcame is what makes you valuable. So just hang in there. I know you have the ability. I read your chart. You're going to, and
Right. Hold on 1 second, because I feel like we going far without her. She asked me a question. Can you reiterate that question again?
Um, I said so. In certain ways, I don't serve a purpose in your life. Not in all ways, but in certain ways, I don't. So part of your self love,
Hmm.
if in ways that I don't serve you, in the ways that you may need it most, why wouldn't you let me go and we just part ways?
Well, that's subjective when you said in ways that I need the most. If that's the case, then like I said, it takes me back to the 80/20 law. You know, if I told you that loyalty means everything to me, and I don't get that with nobody, you get what I'm saying? So we can't say that's the most. You got to stop downplaying
TKO.
yourself.
I don't want to
It's like,
cut you off,
hold on, hold on,
TKO.
hold
I
on,
don't.
hold on. Let me hold on. We building right now. Let me just say this. Um, if if you have a kind heart, you have a good spirit, and you loyal, and I've never been able to find that in any woman outside of you. Not to say it's not coming, or I'm not going to experience that with Korea or whoever else. But what I'm saying is, why would you downplay yourself just because you might not have these certain other qualities that another woman may have. Just because such and such may have this quality, it doesn't change who you are being the good woman that you are. You are perfectly fine being that type of woman. The only things that I encourage you to do and change is put more love into yourself. And I'm supposed to do that being your man. Anybody that's a true man, he's going to tell you how to build up your mental. He's going to encourage you and give you the knowledge and wisdom that's needed so you can be your best woman. But when it comes to who you was born to be, a loyal, sweethearted woman, that's fucking better than anything. So stop
Right.
downplaying your saying somebody else is better with that or may
Okay,
have more.
well, I'm not saying that. I'm saying a relationship wise. I'm
Well,
not able to give you what you need in a relationship wise. I can be your friend, I can be loyal, I can always be here for you. So we can do that instead of being in a relationship.
Okay,
and
but you
I
say,
want to say this, TKO. I gotta go.
hold on,
I gotta go. I have
let
to
me
go. I just
respond.
want to say this. And I have to leave. Um, you said
Right,
something about an 80-20 law. And right
right,
now, I'm going to say this, and I gotta go because I got other things to do.
right.
Korea's your 80, Armani's your 20. Gotta go.
All right. So once again, you know, the thing that the problems that we have, Queen, is you get in your emotions and you speak things like right now. You speak things, but then you'll come back and say something totally opposite. So I don't know what I'm getting from you right now. I don't know if I'm getting because of what is these things are feeling and making you feel. Because instead of building yourself up, you would say that you're everything that you're not. Like you're focused on the negative things. When I don't see that in you. I see that you can do it. I see that you are capable of healing yourself and doing what's needed to make you a better woman. Not for me, but being a better woman. And that's what you are you going to stick to what you're saying and then we can just be friends? Or are you going to really examine what you're saying and saying, wait a minute, hold on. What he's asking of me, the same thing I should be asking of myself, and I want that for myself. And that's just an easy way because I'm in my feelings right now. And such is saying that you're not 20, you're only 20, I'm only 20, and he just need to go and find the love of his life because I'm not good enough. Which one am I getting? Am I getting you speaking from your true self or from your emotions?
I'm not saying that I'm not good enough. I'm just saying it's just
Because there's
certain
no
things.
way, no fucking way you only 20. So, but
No,
if
I
but if that's the narrative, if this conversation what we're having right now in front of people, I just don't want you to say something publicly and then come to me behind the scenes and switch it all up and be something you see what I'm saying? I don't like that. I want you to be your true
yes.
self. Don't speak from your emotions. So if you want to be friends, then we need to be friends. I've told you this a million times. I told you this last week. I told you this a couple of days ago. Then we can be friends and it stays there and we'll never be with each other again. If that's what you feel is necessary for us. But don't switch up because you know I love you and I will never turn my back upon you. And it's like you take me back and forth because one minute you may say something like that, but then you don't want that. And then you're like, no, I can get it together. I am getting together. I am praying. I am reading. I don't. And then me being who I am, just like everybody on this app sees that. Even people who do me wrong, I step back. I'll be sitting on the panel with somebody who just disrespected me yesterday. So with somebody with you that's not disrespecting me that I love for the last 14 years, it's hard for me just to be like, nah, I can't give you another chance. But you're not about to sit up here and play with me either.
Right.
So you
I
need to
don't
let, so you need to let me know and let on it. If you want to be just friends, then stand on that shit.
but that's the thing. I don't want to just be friends. But listening to all of that,
That's what I'm saying.
everything
But
with you and
that's what I'm saying, Queen. But you got to. I'm telling you to go off of what you feel. The audience don't want to hear what people are encouraging you to say, or me encouraging you, we want to know Armani's true feelings because we don't get this Armani. We don't get Armani speaking to the crowd. So fuck what everybody is saying. Much love to Dr. Bishop. That's a blessing. Much love to me for being your best friend. But fuck all of that. How does Armani truly feel? That's what we want.
Um, I don't think you would want me to say this publicly, so that's why I'm not saying anything.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna push you to say anything, but when you do say certain things publicly that you don't really feel, it just creates the narrative even more. You see what I'm saying? You Because you know what people want. People who don't support us, people who don't like us, people who don't even understand, people who's never even had a real person in their life. A lot of people want the scenario that was just not created. They want that, and you get what I'm saying. So I just want you to be your true self. Whether you,
What is
we
it? What
gotta,
is this scenario? What I'm asking you?
nah, never mind. They get it. The people get it.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't ever not want to be without you, but it's like I've been, well, I haven't really been working to fix myself. But when I do, like I love you more than anything. And it's just very difficult for me. It's things that are very difficult for me.
What? So I actually know the questions. I actually know the answers to these questions I'm asking you. So it's kind of rhetorical. But I'm gonna see if you really know the answers to it. If you learn from us building, if the problems other people, or the scenario, or the situation, or is the problems things that you're dealing with on the inside, or not dealing with.
It's things that I create in my head. It's things that I have not dealt with. Like I said, I'm most of the time always living in the past and or living in the future of what's going to happen or what could happen.
Right, right, and you feel you're threatened by things of the past, and you think that I would want to leave. But you're all right. So I'll tell you this off. I always talk to you like this. The things that you're very threatened by are the opposite of the reality. You're so busy living in the past, you can't even enjoy what you have. You have what a lot of people want. So you actually have it, but you can't even realize you have it because you're so worried about what you didn't have. That doesn't make sense. When I wasn't who I am today, you wanted this type of man. Now that you got this type of man, you worried about how the past is, and you can't even enjoy the man that you have.
I can agree with that to a certain extent.
So what do we have to do, Queen? What do we have to do, love, to help you be in the moment, to help you build the moment, to help you heal from your past, to help you live in the moment so you can have the joy that doesn't come from me, that only comes from you. Only you can have this love, to feel this love and get the joy. It doesn't come from relationships because you got everything. I did monogamous with you. I said just me and you, fuck everybody else. I gave you everything. It didn't work out. None of that never worked. None of that never worked out. So that lets you know you don't get your happiness, you don't get your joy from external things. You only can get it from healing and doing the work yourself. I've always taught you that.
Yeah.
All right. So how do you heal from living in the past to being in the present moment so you can have the feel fulfilled and have the joy that you I can't say deserve because you only deserve what you get, what you give. But how do you heal that, Queen? Right now, we're teaching a lot of people. We got almost 6,000 people in here. It's people that really need to hear that. Of course, it's going to be spectators and people being critical, but it's some people that need to hear that because they're going through the same exact thing that you're going through, Armani.
I gotta work on me. I gotta focus on me. I gotta read these books, give myself knowledge, meditate, pray. I just really need to focus on myself, and I'm too focused and invested in what you are doing in your personal life and what you are doing with other people. I'm too invested in that.
Right. Right. So even though this is our first conversation live on this level, you do understand we always have this conversation a million times. I
Yeah.
don't think they know that we just not have this conversation what yesterday or 2 days ago. We talk like this all the time. But when are we gonna get to a place of action, Queen? I need action from you, Queen. You need action from you, Queen.
Yeah. I don't know. It'd be so weird because it's like
Could it be
on
that
one
we're
hand,
could it be that
no,
we're around could it be that we're around each other and that's what makes it hard for you and you just need to we need to separate and you know I make sure you good and you be on your own and figure out some things. Could it be that because we live in the same home,
it could
or
be.
do you think that even with us living in the same home, you know you're gonna be somewhere window licking?
It could be both, honestly, because I do. On one hand, it's like I want something, like everything that we work towards. On one hand, I want that, but then on another hand, it's like I want something different. So I'm like in the middle. I'm torn in between the middle of certain things.
Mm, mm, okay. So you know the reason why I had let you go in the past is because of you being confused and torn in the middle. I felt like the best choice for me to make to let you go was to help yourself too. Because if you're torn in between, which I see everything for what it is, but I know that you don't have the strength to do what you need to do. So I walk away to stop hindering myself and to stop hindering you. How did you feel about that? How do you feel about that? Because I know I got crucified. That's the first time that Instagram went ape shit on me. Everybody went ape shit up on me because they didn't understand the bigger picture. But everybody thought I was wrong because all they could see that you've been down for me 14 years, but they never once said y'all been down for each other 14 years. But just because you're down for somebody doesn't make it a good relationship if it's no
Right,
peace.
right.
And right now, if I have my peace and I'm doing what I need to do to have my peace, you deserve that. If you put the work in, I want you to have that same peace that I have.
Right.
So if you can't do that while you're with me, I think that you should do what's necessary for you. But if you feel like you're not even going to do that, if you, it's I think we got to a place where you became so codependent on me, and with me knowing that, that's what makes me be so compassionate for you to say, let me just be patient with you. I believe in you. I'm not going to give up on you. However, what I always say to you, only you can do so much if you gave up on yourself. I can love you. I can be compassionate. I can be patient. But if you're not going to do the work while I'm being patient, then it's almost like I'm the dummy and I'm hindering myself. I'm hindering other relationships. I'm just hindering everything around me because I love you so much to where I'm not going to make you feel like you're abandoned, like I've turned my back upon you.
But that's the thing. I don't think I would feel abandoned because I know right now in this point in our lives, it's not getting any better. And so I don't think I'm codependent. I don't not want to be with you. I don't not want you to be in my life. But I don't think I'm codependent because I mean you haven't when you were in prison, I was still able to talk to you on the phone, but you weren't here in real life.
Right, right. But that's where something changed at. Like I've always told you, the person that you've become, it changed during that time. I don't know what's going on because I don't know if you don't communicate. I don't know if you're holding something. I don't know if something dramatic happened to you that's very personal, but it's something that's changed between the time of me going to prison and now, and you're holding on to that dark entity, and it's not allowing you to be that butterfly that I know you're capable of being.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't know, maybe I do just need to be by myself for a little bit. Not saying that I don't ever not want to be with you, but
You
maybe I
know,
do need,
oh no,
huh?
you don't have to reiterate or reassure me that you want to be with me. That's the problem. You don't want me to feel a certain type of way. It's about how you feel and what's necessary for you. Stop being like that, Queen.
Right, but when you said that what I said in front of all these people, what I'm saying, like, then it's gonna be done. And I don't know. I don't like those words. I don't like you saying those words to me. Like, it's just gonna be done. Like, that's just gonna be it.
No, see,
But I do feel like I do feel like maybe we do need some space. Maybe we do need to be away from each other for a little bit.
look, Queen. When I say, all right, so when I say, you know what I want from you, you know what I want from you. The same thing that you want for yourself. And when I don't see this life without you. I know you don't see this life without me. It's just a simple fact that I love you enough to let you go and be done with you if I know that's going to bring you ultimately the happiness that you need.
Okay.
But not that's where it's really hard for me at. That's where it's really hard for me at, because I feel like where you at right now mentally, you're not able to really understand what you hear what I'm saying, but you're not able to understand what I'm saying. So it seems like I'm giving up on you, but I'm not giving up on you. Is that I'm me saying that is showing you that I'm not giving up on you.
I know you're not giving up on me. Like, you're loving yourself. You're putting yourself first. And I get that. I completely understand that.
But I'm not just putting myself first. I'm
You're
helping you to
allowing
put.
you're loving me enough to let me go so that I can put myself first, and you're putting yourself first. You're loving yourself more just the way I need to start loving myself more. I completely understand everything that you're saying, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like you said, people are gonna have double standard no matter what. But there's nothing wrong with that. And I accept it.
But I'm not saying I'm letting you go and I'm done with you. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying whatever you feel is necessary for you that you have the strength to do, that I'm gonna support it. So if you feel like you can work that out with just being separated, or if you feel like you can work that out with us not being separated, I'm gonna stand in your corner. Like I said, I'm loyal. Fuck what everybody else got to say, even if that's hindering me. Whatever I got to do to make sure that you good, I'm gonna do whatever you want. So just let me know, and you don't have to be up here too much more. I don't want you to I don't want you breaking down in front of everybody and things of that nature. I don't want you to feel pressured or anything like that.
I'm not breaking
But
down.
however, I do feel like what we're doing, even though we're gonna get a lot of scrutiny from it, it's gonna be a lot of people in the comments and on YouTube, and trying to tear us apart. I feel like there's a lot of gems that was released today that can help a lot of people.
I
Because you're
agree
not the
too.
only that I'm not the only person to go through what I'm going through. Human, this is relatable. Our relationship is relatable. A lot of
Yeah.
people are going through and been through this, So I just want to encourage you. I know that you can get it. Like I said, I disagree with Dr. Bishop when he said that you're incapable. Because we haven't
I
been working on. Oh, go ahead, Queen.
No, I was just agreeing. I know that I'm capable if I stay consistent. I just don't stay consistent. That's where the problem lies.
And you got it, Queen. So just stay encouraged, and we'll talk offline about any decisions we may make further. But I would never be in front of everybody and tell you that I'm done with you, or either in any type of way like that. It's just that I want to get an understanding from you. If that's how you felt or any type of way. Now I want to get that understanding. Or if you want to tell me something off the line, we could do it that way too. It's just that, but don't ever feel like don't ever feel like that, because you know how I
Okay.
am with you. I never turn my back on you no matter what.
Yeah, I know. I know. Same with me. I wouldn't either.
All right, all right. Well, all right, y'all. I'm gonna get off of here. All right, love y'all.